What is up, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of our boat restore series. We're back in the shop. The boat is back on the trailer. Trailer turned out nice. If you haven't seen that episode, you can go back and watch that one, along with the very first one of just kind of cleaning the boat up. So we're in the shop. Next, we're going to be focusing on the wood for the flooring and the decking. We're going to cut it out. Right before that, we're going to put in some insulation. So that's step 1, insulate the bottom. Step 2, cut out the wood, carpet it. Step 3, get it in the boat. So that's what we're going to focus on today. Let's do it. All right, so we are now ready to start getting this floor in. And before that, we just need to get our insulation in. It's going to go in between each one of these. And it's just some closed cell insulation that I bought in 4x8 sheets. So I'm just going to measure out the distance between each one of these ribs here, and we'll make sure that they fit, and then get them in so we can get onto the wooden floor. Alright, so we cut out our insulation, got it in the bottom of the boat. We also have our treated wood at the bottom here to make a nice flat surface from one side to the other. That took some measuring and messing around, so that wasn't super easy, but not really that exciting to watch on film, so we skipped that part too. And I got some insulation up front. We got it tucked underneath. And here we have a boat with decking. I cut out almost all of the decking except for the hatches. And I would just feel more comfortable knowing the dimensions of each one after the carpet's wrapped around it, after the hinges are installed. I could probably measure, I know the carpet's about a 1/4 inch thick, but I would just feel better doing it last. So I don't want to screw them up. I'm going to wait and do them last. But the other decking pieces are done. Well, I guess technically this is a back hatch, so I did that one. But the compartment hatches, I'm going to wait. Just for reference, this is where the seats go. Driver here, passenger there. The console goes right here. So that is the back deck, floor, front deck. Trolling motor. It's going to go right up there in the corner. So next step, now that I know all of this fits, let's take piece by piece off and start getting some carpet on them. So here's one more look at the corners. Seems like the best way is to pretty much get all your sides done, leave a little bit at the corners here and kind of let it fold right at the corner. And then here's what you want to do. Cut back on each side and then up and leave this little strip. And same thing, find where this seam's going to hit the other side, cut that towards the corner and then up. And leave yourself this strip. And then I just like to tack down this corner real quick. It'll help with the hammer. And then you pull this strip and it gives you a nice tight corner. There we go. From the top. All right, so all our decking is covered in carpet. And I got some of the bottom pieces in. Just wanted to show you the whole floor before I go ahead and put in the aluminum structure that kind of holds the back deck and the live well together. So I'm going to put that on and then I can put the back deck together. We'll see what it looks like. So here's the back deck put together. This is going to have a hinge right here, and it'll open up to reveal your battery compartment, your bilge. And deck space, that's where your rear seat goes. This is actually space here for rod storage. There's going to be some hangers on the side so you can put some rods there. So I got to make hatches next. Hatch there, hatch there, hatch there to cover the live well. And then of course, 3 hatches up front. But I mentioned before I wanted to wait until this was all in and carpeted so I could take my measurements for my hatches just to make sure I get them right. There we have it. Good progress, starting to look like a boat. Okay, so now we are carpeting these hatch covers. I always mark it to make sure I remember the orientation so I know how it goes back and it fit the best. This is going to be the top, front of the boat's that way, so I want to put the glue on this side and then we'll flip it over and stick it, and I did mark, but I'll remember that the front is up this way just in case. So I am leaving a lot of overlap on the hatch covers because you'll see underneath them when you open the hatches. So I want it to look relatively nice underneath. And the other reason is that I have these aluminum pieces that are supposed to attach to the back just to provide a little more stability and I guess rigidness to the hatch covers. So when this is folded over, I want to make sure that all you see is carpet and the aluminum, so you don't see any wood, you know, so this will all be carpet underneath. So I'm going to make sure I have enough for overlap for that, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, well, I am happy to report that all of the flooring and hatches are done. Now, right now, these are just placed in here. I don't have anything screwed down. And the reason I'm waiting is because the next step is to run wiring, mount the motor, and I figure if I'm running wires and I have any trouble getting anywhere, I want to be able to just lift the floor up or lift the hatch out and get to it. So I'm just going to wait before I tack everything down, but everything does fit in its place. I think it turned out pretty nice. I do need to carpet the sides. That might be more of like a finishing step that I can wait till the last couple things, but all the wood's carpeted and in its place. So here's how the front deck is going to look. 3 hatches. Trolling motor is going to go up there. And then there's going to be driver's seat here, passenger seat here. That's the live well. The console with the steering wheel is going to be right about here. And then here's your storage. That gap is on purpose. I guess that's where the rods went back, so I'll use it the same way. I'll mount a rod holder on this side and the rod tips can all go back in there. And the last big opening there is your battery and bilge access. So the next step is to start running some electronics, get the seats in here and the console in here, and mount the motor on the back. I'm probably going to work on removing the old decals from the motor and cleaning it up and painting it next. So that's probably going to be the next step. But we're going to get working on that now. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one.